Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir. Now I am going to present this machine that I have designed. This machine, the overview of this machine, of course, machine always reduce production cost, and I want to use this machine instead of manpower. Like I want to replace this machine with a man, or replace a man with this machine. So now that is the machine production machine making cost is very less. Okay, so that was the overview. Now we will try to find out the problem, why we use this machine, or why we will use this machine, why I designed it, and what are the benefit. Okay, so first of all, let's find out the problem, then we'll look for the solution. Okay, so this is, suppose it's our carousel plate, and this is the puller, and this is full cylinder or filled cylinder. So when puller pull out the cylinder from carousel to conveyor like this, okay, so sometime this cylinder is stuck on this sliding roller. There is a roller, I guess you know that, and sometime it's stuck on this side. Yeah, you know, there is some plastic, sliding plastic, and sometimes cylinder is stuck on that, and because of that cylinder cannot go forward or with this conveyor belt tension. So one person is need to reset or release the cylinder to flow with this conveyor belt tension. Okay, so that was the problem. So now we will try to find out the solution. Okay, so the first solution, I thought that if we could replace this slider and that plastic that we use here, then the problem will be solved. For that I used a sliding stand, and this stand contained many balls. Okay, so and this sliding stand feature is it can move up and down like that. Yeah, and it can move down. So when cylinder will go, sorry, this sliding stand, this home position is this carousel scale plate, and this sliding stand top plate in the same plane or same line. So when pull out the cylinder from carousel to conveyor, suppose it's go here. Suppose this cylinder is here, and this time if we can pull down this slider like this 1 inch, okay, then you can see the cylinder is free of any kind of reaction force or friction. Now it can easily move with this conveyor chain or belt. Okay, so that was my idea, that we can use a slider, and if the slider can move up and down, or slide can up and down, then we can, then this is one kind of solution. So now how can I move the slider up and down, and what will be the total control system, what will be the full cycle? Okay, this is the main part. Okay, so let's see how we solve all of this. Okay, the whole cycle. Okay, yeah, save. Okay, this is my final design. So before explaining, first of all, before I will explain the working of this machine, I will introduce all the parts. Okay, so this is carousel scale plate, and this is sliding stand that I called. Okay, and this is cylinder, and this is puller, that's okay. So now this sliding stand is connected with pneumatic cylinder, and I use pneumatic cylinder because our all system work with pneumatic compressed air, and we use pneumatic cylinder. So that's why I use pneumatic cylinder. Otherwise I could have used servo motor. Okay, now come to next part. Next part is, there is two pipeline. These two pipeline will supply compressed air to the cylinder. Okay, and this two pipeline is connected with 5x2 solenoid, and the solenoid is connected to with PLC. Okay, this is control board. Inside this there is a PLC, and there is a sensor called limit sensor, or you can call limit switch. This is limit sensor 1 that I call, and there is another limit sensor, I call it limit sensor 2. Okay, I guess now it's time to explain all I explain the working. So one cylinder come to the conveyor. Okay, this limit sensor, the cylinder will touch the limit sensor, and the limit sensor will send a signal to the PLC, and PLC will PLC will send compressed air to the top side of this pneumatic cylinder, and for that this piston will go down and the cylinder will go down 1 inches. Okay, now then this cylinder will be free to go. Okay, then when the cylinder cross the limit sensor 2, here is the limit sensor 2. Okay, when this cylinder will cross the limit sensor 2, the limit sensor 2 will send a signal to PLC, and PLC will send compressed air to the downside of this pneumatic cylinder and release the upside compressed air. Okay, so if when this compressed air will go inside here, this piston will go up and the sliding stand will be its home position, or in this plane. Okay, so that was my design. Okay, so now I want to show you my project that I have made. Please allow me to connect my phone so that I can so here is, I bought a PLC, okay, for the project, and this is power supply, this is my power, and this is control board, and the stop switch is already lighting. Now we'll on the system. Okay, now the system is on. There is 2 limits sensor or limit switch. You see, when I will, okay, 1 second, and I will press the limit switch 1, you see this 24 bulb will on. This light is on, you can see here, and the problem is this PLC only supply 24 volt. Sorry, this light is not 24 volt, 220 volt, and my PLC can supply only 24 volt. That's why this light is just dim. Okay, so when the limit sensor 2 touch when the cylinder touch the limit sensor 2, the cylinder by solenoid will close. You can see, sorry, I need to cover all this in the same. Sorry, it's once again, this is limit sensor 1. And now you can see